Hello, ladies and gents. How are you doing today? Thank you all for joining me. My name is Ycey Narrates, also known as Helix, and this is Fields of Mistria. A nice, relaxing game. Let me just read some of the names real quick. It's been a minute. Made it on time for once. Silver Rain, I appreciate that. Hey, look at that. I made it on time for once, too. For a stream. Yeah, the reason behind that is, for once, today, I didn't do any editing. It felt nice. Or at least I didn't do any audio editing. That's partially because I still need to do some more recording. Hey, White Wolf, Ariel. Ariel, my gosh, I looked at some of your scripts for Coils of the Naga. I am excited. Holy crap, I am excited to voice this guy. Thank you, by the way, Ariel. I have not had this much fun voicing a character since The Mobster, or Scale of the Dragon, so I'm looking forward to voicing Tsar once again. Our magnificent Naga Prince. Mama Bear, Jen, Selfie, Brittany. Anna, and our cat wizard mod Amity. How are you doing today? Angel Candy, good to see you. And Hala. And Enchanted Echoes, good to see you all. Good day to you too. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, oh, Thor's coming in to say hi too. Bumping the mic there, buddy. Hey, who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Giving him plenty of head pats for you, chat. This is from chat, buddy. You're a good boy. There we go. Yeah, I'm right here, buddy. So, I just barely fed him, so whenever I feed Thor, he gets all lovey-dovey, and I think that's his way of saying thank you, you know? Let's see. How am I doing today, Jen? I am doing wonderfully. Like I said, it was probably the first time in a long time that I didn't edit all day right up to the point of the stream. Because oftentimes when you are editing constantly throughout the day, especially when it's like a puzzle-solving editing job, oof, pardon about that, pardon that. Sometimes when you're editing all day, it takes a lot of problem solving, a lot of motor skills. So doing that all day for several days straight, and then right up to the point of a stream where I'm just ready to go home, if you know what I mean, ready to unwind, and then for some reason, on those kind of days, I feel like I need to put on a performance for the stream, which feels a little ungenuine. I mean, as genuine as you can be for a VTuber model. Hang on. And on top of that, so it kind of feels nice to just unwind with this. What I find bizarre, though, is that last Monday, Lorenzo and I tried our hand at Space Marines 2. And this morning, I was thinking about that game again. Honestly, I want to play it again. Not just because it's a really dudeish game, but I know that my CPU struggled running this and the stream at the same time. When I tried running it by itself, it was running perfectly. And then just before this stream, I decided to load up Baldur's Gate again, and sure enough, had the same problem. A game that runs perfectly when I don't have anything else, you know, when I don't have the stream running. But once I try to have the stream, like OBS, and this running at the same time, or better yet, when I try to have VTube Studio, the stream, and a game running at the same time, it struggles. So I think what I need to do is build up that virtual terminal one more time, I need to boot up that virtual terminal one more time, and then see if I can run OBS and run VTuber Studio from that, and then run the game on the computer. That way, there's dedicated CPU usage. Shay, good to see you too. Enchanted Echoes. And congrats on an easy day. Yeah, after doing Space Marines 2 last week, indulging in a bit of Baldur's Gate over the weekend, and then seeing Lorenzo play The Witcher 3 on Saturday, it's funny how we're back to playing this cute little button of a game. Honestly, why am I doing it? Because it is perfectly relaxing. It's like being around that one person that helps you unwind, helps you see things from a bigger picture, lets you know that it's gonna be alright. Just need to enjoy things. Oh, I think my model is covering this up, but yeah, get a little notification of Chibi Power playing. My other mod. Audio sounds perfect. Thank you, Amity. I have not checked my audio, so it is nice to be able to play this. Speaking of games you want to try, what's the status of Love in Deep Space? Silver Rain? The status is, I was not thinking at all about streams last week. The status is, I'm going to look into that this week. And as for the status of The Witcher 3, which we were almost done, I'm going to overturn one thing that the stream voted on. I'm going to end the game, then I'm going to finish the rest of the DLC. Because I don't know how far we are into the DLC. Actually, I think I'm far enough to where I can't really just stop on it. But anyway, as lovable, as fun as that game is, I think I've been playing it for a little bit too long now, and I need to switch to something else. As for Love in Deep Space, hey, be patient, it'll happen. I'll see about that this week and see if I can find a program that'll let me stream it, because unfortunately, my phone does not seem to have any of the parameters that allow me to do, what do you call them, emulators from your phone to the screen, and play it that way. I don't have any mobile games. I'm not a mobile game person. If I'm On my phone, I'm watching a video, listening to music, or writing something, or returning a message about a stream, or about an audio. Okay, let me just, speaking of message, speak of the devil itself. Curious, whenever I look down to where Thor is, what the heck is that? Pardon everybody, just gonna pause for 1 second. There we go. All right. Small technical hiccup on my side. All is well. All is mostly well. We could just take one thing at a time, so we'll be patient. And to those who aren't patient, and she's got the little fire, of course. Some of you have probably wondered why I haven't been pressing continue, because my hands are elsewhere trying to manage something else. Little technical thing in the background. Seeing if I can run the virtual terminal, but there is a little bit of personal details. There's some personal details, and I'd rather that not show up on a stream, potentially. There we go. Yep, so that kind of slows down the... Actually, no, doesn't slow down the frame rate at all. Oh, but I don't have the stream... What is it called? I don't have Steam on the virtual terminal. Okay, I'll have to upload that, or I'll have to download that onto the virtual terminal this week, and then I can do that. I'll see what comes of it. All right, there we go. Everybody. Speaking of Lorenzo, we've got some bad news about. Yeah, so Lorenzo has got some preoccupations calling his name elsewhere. And he's got to go on campus in a different state to go finish up school for whatever his degree is called. So last time we left off in Fields of Mistria, a game about helping repair a town after a bad earthquake. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I overslept. I ended last stream by... Oh, hey buddy. I ended last stream by falling asleep in the middle of the road. Well, this ought to be interesting. So let's see. This stream, we've got... Let me see what else I need to do this stream. Request for pomegranate juice. Wait until the end of the week for that. Need to go pick up some copper for a shovel. Get a really round rock. She wants onions. I think I can find those out in the field. Get the popcorn ready. Mackenzie, listen. It's not going to be one of those streams. I can do it. I can do it this stream. Oh, how could I forget? It's rainy. Animal sprite statue. Oh yeah, I need that. Burdock root. I think some of the stuff I actually need to give to the museum. Well, if that's the case... So in this game, you can raise animals. I only have cows. So I like cows. Oh yeah, and a bull. I forgot about the names. If anybody is new to the channel here, there's a friend of mine who sometimes cameos. His name is Lorenzo, or Enzo. And Enzo has a little habit of sometimes showing up to, well, he's playing a game called The Witcher. It allows you to romance a couple of different girls. You're only supposed to romance one, though. He romanced both of them, because he needed both of them to take part in a quest. And that bit him in the butt later on. So what did we name our characters? So what did we name our cows? As voted by the chat, we named him Enzo, Kira, Triss, and Yennefer. My gosh, how long is that going to stay that way, I wonder? Let's see, it's time to discuss what's next from Mistria. Could you meet me at the inn? Oh yeah, I already completed the last part of the... Oh gosh, pardon the sounds my mouth makes as I speak. Didn't do any vocal exercises. Listen, if you ever hear me mess up in Spanish, it's not because I'm horrible at speaking Spanish. I'm horrible at speaking sometimes. Getting better at it, day by day. Well, let's see, crafting with gold is back. Or is the Crafting with gold is the pinnacle of the blacksmith's art. Come and see for yourself. March. Ooh. Oh, gold tools and armor have arrived. And I get a letter from Juniper saying she wants me to... I swear, every time this woman writes me, she treats me like her slave. I'm not into that woman. Naming cows after your bitter exes? Peak comedy. Oh no. Sulfur Rain, it gets worse than that. Good luck to Lorenzo. A bit sad, but super proud. Yeah. Yeah, Amity, Lorenzo's gonna be gone for a couple of weeks. But he's definitely made it entertaining in the living room whenever he plays Witcher 3, because I sometimes see him throw out the fireballs. Like, yep, the man who is a professional with Igni is not showing any kind of, is not holding back when it comes to setting enemies on fire in that game. No wonder he was really good at Space Marines 2. Okay, meet Adeline at the inn. Gonna go to the inn, because why not? I don't have anything for my cows. I need to feed them. Wait, I missed the animal adoption episode? Yes, White Wolf, that was 2 weeks ago. The animal adoption is already passed, and we've got Thor in this game. We've got our big black dog Thor. He's here in life and in the game. Best of both worlds. Holly, Crocus? The Mountains of Crocus. Nailed it. Thornvine and Jasmine. Okay, some of the things that are here, I might need to go stop by the museum to see if, I need to go stop by the museum and see if anybody needs that. Spoken like a professional. What was I even trying to say? Oh, but I do miss the summer. We'd both better keep moving if we want to stay warm. Oh, dearie, I am moving all over. Doing nothing but moving. I'm a man who needs help sitting down sometimes. Anyway, I know I'm supposed to go to the inn in this. But, I want to go stop by the museum first to see if there's anything I need to grab on my way to and fro. Ay caramba sai, that's the only phrase I know in Spanish. Oh. Here's another one you might want to know. Dos tacos de pastor, or dos tacos de pollo, por favor, sin sal, con salsa verde. Repeat after me, chat. Dos tacos de pollo. That is 2 chicken tacos, please. Congratulations, that's all you need to know. Better yet, if you're like me, it's not de pollo, it's de carne, or de pastor. 2 shepherd tacos, or 2 beef tacos. Oh, those are the best kind. A little bit of carne de res, a little bit of seasoning on top. Not so much of a fan of the salsas myself, salsa verde or salsa roja. But I gotta say, the meat by itself with a little bit of like a cilantro or perhaps some shredded lettuce, the tortillas themselves. Oh, yes, that hits the spot perfectly. That is also the time when I can just say to Lorenzo, hey, you want some tacos? He's like, do you even need to ask? Oh, shoot. I still need a green gem and a perfect silver. Dang. And, well, I mean, I do need to go down to the mines anyway. Ritual artifact, lava caves. Oh, right. I was looking for the flora. Okay. Each season had its own unique flowers. Remember to get that. I've got these growing. Okay, I've got that. Oh, I've already got the Deep Woods forage set. I only went there once. Which, look at that. I've got everything from the caves except for the lava. Good to know. You made chicken fajitas tonight? Cooked in the crock pot for 8 hours. Oh my gosh, 8 hours. How long were you cooking that thing for? I mean, you already told me, but I didn't know you need to cook those for 8 hours. I guess that's why they call it a slow cooker. And here I was just picturing a turtle with a little chef hat on. Here's another I know. Ay caramba, ay chihuahua. So long as you don't say something like, that's no bueno, you should be fine. Now I want chicken tacos. That are fajitas. You're welcome, Amity. I actually understood that. Sweet. Silver Rain. Do you understand Spanish? Best of luck to Lorenzo. Hey, Zombie. Welcome back. Oh, wow. Quite a few people just poured in. Hey, glad to see everybody. I know it's been a while. So, we are just going to go through and make sure that we get all of the right forageables. It looks like I don't need any more. I just need to find whatever the heck that is. And that is. Have I found any insects for this season? Nope, just a caterpillar. And there's another, like a worm or something around here. Oh, next time I go in, be on the lookout for those. And that. What do you need, sir? I need this, and I need that. I only have this. All right, off we go. First and foremost, let's meet Adeline, our favorite little pink-haired princess, at the inn. Oh yes, here's another romance option, chat. Have fun. The rock statue at the museum is keeping me up at night, Ycey. According to Ulrich, it was naturally formed, but... He's talking about the round rock. There is a round rock that is keeping him up at night. Alright, so it looks like I can sell this then, because I don't need that. Chicken jockey, for those that saw the Minecraft movie. Oh no. Chicken jockey, dare I ask what that is, Mackenzie? I love her winter outfit. I don't even know what she just said, but it put a smile on my face. And here's Ycey. Can I get you two a bite to eat? Yes, please. No, this isn't about us, Adeline. Speak for yourself, woman. We're here to talk about the inn. At least let me make us some drinks. Yes, please. I like the way this guy thinks. Can I get a glass of water? Bitter and full-bodied, please? I'll have something fruity. Yeah. I get enough bitterness in life. I'll drink something sweet. It's like, you got it. I suppose I'll have what Ycey is having then. A little blush on her face. I love it. Hey, Abby. Good to see you. And yep, that's our Aelin. So, what can we help you two with? As you know, we recently rebuilt Hayden's barn and coop, giving him the room to raise new animals and securing a new source of exports for the town. It was a project that I don't think Hayden could have done alone, but it benefits everyone living here. I'll say, we haven't had to worry about our orders being too big ever since. And the quality has never been better. I'm so glad to hear this. I think I see where this is going, Adeline. She's definitely a mom. The mere mention of food while I'm surrounded by the smell of coffee does not help. I don't need another cup right now. Amity, I don't think you need another cup, but knowing you, you might just have another 2 cups, depending on what time of day it is. Let's see. The Sleeping Dragon Inn is the first place travelers come to when they arrive in Mistria. It's the hub of our social life. Oh crap, first place I visited was a broken bridge that I had to repair, too. With an upgrade, the sky's the limit. True, you can also fit a lot more people upstairs if we upgrade this place. It'll definitely succeed a lot more than that Star Wars hotel at Disneyland. Did anybody ever hear about that? It was Disney World or Disneyland. They had whichever one has the Star Wars section to it. They had a hotel nearby that was Star Wars themed. But the dang thing was so cheaply made in some ways and so overpriced that they could never sell it out. And my gosh, you'd think that they would lower the price for that. It's like, buddy, when the price exceeds the demand, you need to lower it. Simple. Like, you only raise the price when the demand is too high. It's like, well, I don't know. We can't really go much bigger than we are. I don't have the staff. It's a lovely thought, but I wouldn't want to put so much of a burden on you two. It wouldn't be any trouble, really. You've both given so much. The town relies on everything the inn provides. You know what's funny? They say they don't have enough staff, yet their daughter Reyna works in the kitchen, and apparently Ulrich, who's a smithy, also works in here part-time. My gosh, that dude is... That guy, in every show, and in every animated show, there's always that one character that has about 4 or 5 different jobs. Wherever you go, that character is occupying some kind of stand, some kind of position. They're wearing an apron in one moment and a chef hat in the other. But never at the same time. That's Ulrich from the sound of it. Yeah. What do you mean you don't have the right staff? You clearly have a person who fills 3 jobs. Yeah, I'd love to help. Cheaply made like the prequels, Silver Rain. If that is not the best analogy for the... Oh, wait, for the... Like the prequels. Oh, cheaply made. You mean the sequels, Silver Rain. Prequels... I guess the The prequels were definitely made cheaply as far as finances go. The anti-trilogy that came out afterward were expensive messes. They were cheap writing. Yeah, you're right on the money for that. That hotel is it is the embodiment of the newer trilogy that came out. Hollow, expensive, and full of empty dreams and inconsistencies. It's like, that's sweet of you two, but what? And Reina comes right in. I don't find it a surprise at all that the girl who demands, hold it right there, is named Queen in Spanish. Sunshine Draws, welcome. Wait a minute. I swear I've seen... You don't make animations, do you, Sunshine? Never mind. You probably don't. Fun fact, Ulrich does part-time jobs in all the shops. Fun fact indeed, and I'm not surprised by that. White Wolf, I love the prequels and the sequels. White Wolf, to me, the prequels are like a guilty pleasure. It's like the Twilight movies. Yes, you can acknowledge they're bad, but the funny thing is there's just something funny about how bad they can be. Enjoyable. Like the stupid I'm now talking about the Twilight series, like the stupid reaction that lead Volturi guy has when he sees Bella's daughter for the first time. He does this weird, I don't know how to describe it. It was like a laugh, and like he was trying to, and like somebody just shoved an ice cube down his shirt. He was like, ah, ah, ah. Like, what in the world was that? You know, that kind of a bad. Or how the dialogue can be, it's quotable tier of bad, you know? It doesn't make you cringe when you quote it. Listen, we can like bad stuff on this channel. We're just not going to try to pretend it's good, okay? Story time. Yesterday, my oldest brother gave me an early Easter gift. It was an egg. With the middle finger held up, I was like, come on. Oh, for goodness sake. Mackenzie, tell your brother thank you. I will throw this at you later. Like, why? Because that was an idea. I mean, don't ask why. You hatched the idea, throw. Let's see now. Reina, goodness, you gave me such a start. Little bird told me that we were next up for improvements. Sorry, I got excited. And I just put the finishing touches on my proposal. Reina has already got it filled out. She's got papers. This woman. An upgraded, state-of-the-art kitchen and bar. We'll be able to offer even more dishes. It's like, well, what? And what's this about furniture and decor? Reyes and Landon have already agreed to help us do some redecorating. We'll even stock some of the new decor for sale. They'll be perfect souvenirs for our visitors, don't you think? Like, she's actually got a good point right there. Selling furniture? We'll call this place the Cracker Barrel. You know, just selling random stuff in front and food. Runners for the tables, new cushions for the chairs. You've really thought of everything, Reina. So let's see, I love Twilight, but I love making fun of it too. Exactly, White Wolf. I just feel bad for Robert Pattinson because, you know, he tried out for the role. I think he did the best that he could for it. I did not know that I would actually be a Robert Pattinson fan back when I first saw the Twilight movies in high school or in junior high. I had no idea that I would be a Robert Pattinson fan 10, 20 years later. But, I mean, hey, if it takes him a couple of decades to turn into a bat, he's still a vampire then. I think he did a great job. Again, if I did stream, I could talk about the theme parks and all the crazy stuff I've heard about it. Oof. Ariel, hold those thoughts, because tomorrow's stream is not going to be a gaming stream. It's going to be a hangout stream. That, and I'm going to let Lorenzo tell you all the news about him. This is probably his last week with us, so I'm going to try to do some kind of little collaborative effort with him. That's right, bigger servings for everyone, loaded with delicious ingredients. Bigger cauldron. Okay. This looks fantastic, Reina. Yeah, when do we start? Joe, Hemlock, what do you two think? I'm a bit overwhelmed, to tell you the truth. With a proposal this well thought out, how could we say no? I'm so proud of you, Reina. Aw, you too. I'm getting better at my squeaky voice. My high-pitched voice. I'll get the donation box set up outside. We're all counting on you, Ycey. Why are you putting all the work on me? I assume this is a team effort. I'll happily do my part, but... Alright, what do we need for this? 500 stone, 10 silver ingots, 25 glass, 10 peat. Who's Pete? Somebody I should know about? 600 wood. I've actually got a lot of that right now, so let me just go grab the 500 stone. I'll go grab 500 stone and 10 peat. Then I can go jump into the mines. One thing I want to try and do this season, and I think I should be able to do it, is I want to try and get to the bottom of the mines. Section 80. Put this right here. I can sell this stuff since I won't need it. Oh, bellberries. Lovely. Right, focus. You know what? I think I might just chop some wood first, but let me grab the stone. There we go. So I got a little trough out here, if we could call it that, full of supplies. And look at that, just the right amount of stone, too. Let me grab 10 of these. Here we go. I guess I can sell this, since I don't need these. Oh, I need that to power that statue, I think. Since I'm here, let's go pet the cows. Each and every day in-game, you're going to take care of your animals. That includes feeding them, and yes, giving them love and head pats. They don't seem to be having hearts, so I'm guessing I already pet them, never mind. And I don't have any food for them, so I gotta go pick that up. Oh yeah, how could I forget? I have a horse. Anything is possible when you play Mistria. I'm on a horse. It's like, I think we should have Enzo, have an Enzo send-off before he goes. I mean, he's not going forever, but yeah, I think he'd appreciate that, chat. I think he'd love that. Let's see, let's make a few of these. Make a few of these. I'll have to go into the mines tomorrow. I don't think I have enough time to really dedicate that today, you know? Wait a minute, I can make a bone for Thor. No, I cannot. I need tuna. Or I need trout. Phooey. Request for noodles? Don't think I have the ingredients for that. And I don't exactly have time to go pick them up. It's like, sorry, madam, I seem to have hit my quota for request boards. And I found a random unidentified object. Okay, new artifact. Hello, museum, we got a new artifact here. Do I have permission to rant about what it's like living in the South and country? That depends, zombie. How This isn't really one of those streams where we talk about like sensitive topics, if that's what it is, but we've got plenty of people who love living in the South here, so I'm gonna say let's keep it civil. You can keep it civil? Yeah, might as well. Don't know how you could keep it civil at that point. Either way, send-off party would be nice. I think Lorenzo would appreciate that a lot. Yeah, so Lorenzo's got a lot to do. In order to get his degree, he's been doing exams over the weekend, and poor guy's been pretty tired. In fact, when we played Space Marines 2 the other week, I noticed that both of us were really out of it, to be honest. And yet, somehow, some way, we managed to have these little moments, Lorenzo and I, last week, where it almost seemed like we were in sync, like we just knew what the other one was thinking. And we managed to pull out a W more than once. We managed to act like a very coordinated, synced up group. And here I thought we did horribly. I thought that we were just goofing around for a few hours, but no. Watching some of the footage, there were a couple of times where we'd have each other's back, or the NPC would even carry us sometimes. I'm like, huh. There was even a time where I thought that we had failed. Like, in Space Marines 2, okay, I'm gonna play Mistria and be in Mistria. Let me just talk about this for a second. Because tell me you haven't seen something like this in life. Especially with the co-workers that you have or whatnot. Anyway, I personally think that when you get a group of guys who do not know each other, and ask them to do the same task that they're all adequate at, they will come up with It's just a guy thing for some reason. We will come up with a pulley system and a plan, a group plan, and without even talking to each other, without even discussing it, it'll just naturally come up, especially if you have to do it quick. And Lorenzo and I did exactly that. There were even moments where we were like, okay, you want to slash and you want to, how about you get a couple of different weapon types in the game. We'll say a melee weapon and a ranged weapon, a gun. And how we've been doing it is Lorenzo was shooting and I was slashing in Space Marines. So, you know, we had a pretty good system going. I'd be up front slashing, getting up close with the enemy. He'd be shooting from a distance and supporting. And sometimes we'd switch up. Well, there was one time where I laughed because I thought that we were going to switch roles. You're going to be like, oh, so you're going to be the one shooting or I'll be the one shooting, you be the one slashing? Because, yeah. And then right as I was saying that, a big old monster came out of nowhere. And we immediately switched back to our default roles. We got a factory default setting. Like, we went back to factory default. And we had a good laugh, because I was like, wow, that plan didn't even have a chance to take off before it failed. But then I rewatched the footage, and I realized we were already doing that before I proposed the idea. He pulled out his big old chain sword when a bunch of monsters showed up. I pulled out the bolter, and we switched around the roles. But then once a giant monster showed up, we went back to our default. So I was like, huh. And it made me think about how certain jobs I've had, or even activities for school, or for work, or whatever. Anytime you get a group of guys in the same room, it does not matter what the task is. We put our mind to it, and suddenly we're communicating like it's telepathy. I have no idea how we do it, but it is the most mind-boggling thing that I absolutely love exploiting in life. I think I'm almost out of time. Yeah, I gotta go back to the house. Don't want to fall asleep outside again. Here we go. Fortunately, I did not have to water my garden, or water my crops. Plant this. Don't need that. You're the smash and he's the grab. Yes, White Wolf. I love that movie. Thank you for referencing that. Great movie. Well, I gotta go feed my... Dang it, I don't have time to feed the animals. 10 peat, keep that. Guess I gotta keep all of this then. Wait, put this over here. Alright, I'll continue it tomorrow. Wow, that day definitely ended quickly. Hope you and Enzo are still having time to play. We were here, Overcooked. Yep. We'll make some time for Overcooked. We're gonna add a third person involved. Honestly, I wanted to give a chance to show everybody some of Enzo's skills, because he's great under pressure. I mean, like game pressure, too. You and Enzo are amazing. Thank you, Mama Bear. You guys connected it before realizing. Yep, you're right. Hello, Thor buddy. Who's your good boy? What in the dickens? A Bellberry Bakewell tart recipe? Oh! It's because one of the things I sent out had just that. Yeah, I sent out some bellberries. Sometimes... I said it once before, I'll say it again. Some games like to flesh out their characters by not just having you get the opportunities to give them gifts, but they'll also give you some gifts, the NPCs. And it's nice. It makes the game feel a lot more alive, even when it's a fictional setting like this. Once again, let's go pet some cows. I leveled up my cow petting skills. I'm a professional cow petter, it seems. Put this over here. Alright, let my cows come out. There we go. Do need some wood. This game is relaxing as heck. Oh, let the cows eat. Okay, I do need to go visit the... Oh, I need to water my stuff. What am I doing? Water my stuff. Water my plants. There we go. Y'all share the same brain cell and I love it. Yeah, Amity, that's the best way of putting it. We share the same brain cell. We're on the same beaten path. Dang. That is a quick way of watering the garden fast. Okay, already done. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm planting a lot of snow peas and then other stuff for the museum. Eat through, buddy. I love it. They let you have a dog in this game. I love little personal touches like that in games. It's the difference between having your cake and having a cake that has frosting on it and a stuffing inside. It's the difference between having baked sweetbread versus an actual cake with frosting and centers and fillings. You know, it just adds a little bit more flavor. I'm a professional cow petter. You heard me, Abby. How do you apply to be a professional cow petter, sire? I don't know. Ask the cows, Abby. Just make sure to ask them quickly before the cows go home. It's another beautiful morning in Mistria. Yes, it is. Monster core? Oh, easy. Let's see. I need to go to the museum to drop this off. Oh, yes. Need to go drop these supplies off. Then I can go hit the mines. Yeah, let's just keep that there. 10 silver ingots, 20... Oh, I have the glass too. What am I doing? Since I'm here, might as well go grab the glass too. Boy, I got all sorts of stuff. I might be able to finish this one. I'm told that I'm almost at the end of the story quest that they've got for repairing the town. So, since I'm here... Put this back... There you are, 25 things of glass. Paint in my glass. And put this over here. There we go. If anyone is interested, you can apply as a burper. Oh. Burper for a baby leopard. That's... something I never thought I would hear. Right, I think I have to upgrade my barn before I can put that down. That's true, Ycey. A dessert connoisseur to the end. Yep. A dessert connoisseur to the end. Yeah, that is definitely a good way to describe me. And an organized gent. Let's see, I need to drop that off. Take this to the museum. Okay, off I go. Cows said yes, but will there be medical? That's up to the bull, Abby. That's up to the male cows, or rather, they're very strict about their regulations. I hear it's just a bunch of bull. All right, how you doing, Valor? Another day in Mistria. I need to go give some more gifts to him. Oh, right. There's nothing more stylish than a cape in the winter. I need to go grab that power source for her. Alright, I'll grab one once I'm in the mines. I need to grab my pickaxe. I keep forgetting. Okay, grab my pickaxe. Last trip down to my house, then it's up to the mines. Here we are. It's a beautiful game. Even if I'm going back and forth, it's nice that I get some good scenery here and there. My hand is freezing up. It's April. Why did we get a cold front? I don't know, zombie, but I live in the mountains. It's always cold up here. Except in the summer, when it's blazing FU levels of hot. And I forgot the pickaxe. Not again. Just when I said that I think I was doing good, that I'm back on my mantra, I'm back to doing... I don't even know what I was going to say. Let's play. Alright, there you are. Put this up here. Okay, step 1, deliver the glass. Step 2, deliver the power source to Juniper. Step 3, Oh yeah, step 2 is get some soup from the inn after delivering the supplies. Step 3 is go up to Juniper's, and step 4 is head to the mines. I am ready to dungeon delve today. There we go. Check, check, check. Just need some silver ingots from the mines and some wood. Can get wood anywhere. Okay. Oh, and I need to get a... What do you call it? I need to get a piece of wood for Dozy. I don't have a pickaxe. I'll have to come back later on for that. Aaron asked me to take a look at that Caledonian breastplate you bought in Ycey. Silver filigree is nice, but, I could do better. Speaking of Ulrich, hey, Ycey, did you also forget where you were going? I did not need the game to call me out on that, but thank you. It's like, no, Ulrich, I did not forget where I was going. I forgot 4 times where I was going and had to go back to my house 3 times. I never expected Joe and Hemlock to decline. They caught me completely off guard. Thank goodness for Reyna. Yep. Are you going in here, Adeline? Let's see. Thank you. Excellent. A monster core. Your service has been noted, I see. I have an acquaintance from my old school days who has written a research paper convinced that a self-powering core like this isn't even theoretically possible. How delightful it will be when I show this to her. Just pay me and call it a day. In the name of the Dragon Guard, we're commandeering this cauldron. Good work, Luke. Now, Dragon Guard, get yourselves warmed up. There's no need to commandeer my belongings, children. I'm not going to stop you from thawing yourselves out. Sorry, this cauldron is definitely ours now. My gosh, these kids. Hello, Ycey. My mother says to say hi to you. Hey, hi to you too, Autumn. Good to see you. Or good to speak with you. Oh, I do need to go... What is it called? I do need to stop by the inn and get something to eat because my character's going to lose stamina. Alright, off to the mines we go. Take some soup. Restore my stamina, not sanity. That's don't starve together. There we go. Happens to me all the time. Got too much in the old noggin and get distracted. Yeah, not me. I'm just not the brightest crayon in the utensil drawer. Don't need that. But thankfully, that's where habit comes in. Can at least remember some things. Now, let's go get us some gold, some silver, and first floor, I need to go stop by and get some copper. Just enough to... Oh. Wow. Just need to get some copper, just enough to... What do you call it? Make a copper hoe for... good old Celine for her quest. There we go. Down we go. See if I can speedrun this. Get some copper first, then some silver, then I can get the gold. I can also start going down deeper into the mines too. Funny little fact, anytime there is a... I don't know why I do this, but I think it's just because I think in games, since you can't be the best at everything, you can't, unless it's a game that lets you maximize all your skills. I personally think you should pick a... If you've got limited resources, then pick a skill that you want to be the best you can at, and run with it. Be the best you can at that skill. There we go. A friend showed me that you can feed them. Yeah, I did not know that you could feed these monsters. That is a mimic. A fake chest. Fake treasure chest. Let's see, 9 of these turns into a bar. We need 4 bars. 9 times 4, that's 36. We need 36 of these. Okay. Down we go. We need 36 more copper. Ooh, nice. Let's see if we can find more of these then. We don't know sanity in this household. Drinks monster. Oh, man. Ain't that the truth? You know, I found a quote recently, chat, and let me know if you have a friend who's like this or if you are this friend. The friend who you cannot have them on speakerphone whenever they call or text you because you never know what they're going to say. I had a friend like that whose mother was like that. As in, you never know what she was going to say if he was on the phone with me, or if I came over to his house. It is, I gotta say, it's not common in life, but it is a surreal experience when one of your friends has to come up to you when you're in high school and say, I want to apologize ahead of time for what my mom's going to say. Like, what? Isn't this usually in reverse? Like, I apologize on behalf of my son. He's just got a bit of a mouth to him. Like, nope, it's the mom. Can you feed the mimics? Yes, you can feed the mimics, Anna. And again, with those saplings, I sometimes feel like I'm bullying them. Okay, third, I need 7 more pieces of copper. Four more. And look at that. 2 more. Hey, let me just mine in peace, will you? I do like these guys with the glasses, though. I'm like, hey, can't we just chill? You got glasses. You got shades on. You look like you're a chill sapling, but then you want to throw your sap at me. Like, can't we just be friends? Apparently not. Alright, we've got that. Now, let's see if we can go down further. 10 p.m. I do have some time. Let's see if I can go get some silver, perfect silver, and see if I can find some perfect silver. Oh. And a perfect, what is it called? Perfect silver and a perfect emerald. Will this be a perfect emerald, I hope? Oh. Maybe I can eat something here? Yes, got plenty of these. No, I can't eat those. Never mind. Can't eat those. Those saplings became saps. Yep. Poor sap. Nope, just a regular emerald. Waste of a perfectly good eat. My Gemini female friends have no filter. That's why. Abby. You know, it's funny you say that. I've got a friend who does streams as well. She goes by Gemini Audios. So it's funny you mentioned Gemini specifically. Can I find the right materials? Nope. Okay, it's getting rather late, the game says. You should probably go home. Give me a second, game. Okay, fine. I'll go home and start collecting some trees, some wood. Don't need to threaten me with falling asleep halfway through. I also just realized I've got 40 archaeology now, which means I can level up. Improve my skills. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Welcome back, Holla. Here we are. How's everybody's day been so far? Gotta say, it was nice being able to relax a little bit. Although I gotta admit, going from constantly working and constantly trying to do puzzle solving, my motor skills were a bit compromised after last week and the week before. Let's send the cows home. Let the cows go home. But despite that... Oh, wait, I need that. Yep, don't need that. Need that for bars. Don't need this. Oh. I promise I'll remember what I was saying in a moment, but not right now. You know what? I can't even remember what I was saying. My gosh. But that's just sad. Oh well, how's your day going, everybody? Oh yeah, now I remember. That was one of those, by the time you figure out what was wrong with that, it won't matter anymore type of moments. So, have you ever had that feeling when you go from working just nonstop to suddenly being able to relax, and you almost feel like you're not allowed to be doing that, or like you're doing something wrong? That's what was going on over the weekend. I had to tell myself to calm down. Oh, thank you, Thor. Got me a little... I mean, Thor in-game, but still. You're a good boy too, Thor. Real life. You sleep. But yeah, it felt nicer having a more manageable day today. I could think about making shorts from the stream. That's why I was looking at footage. Look ahead and plan other games to stream. Do regular chat streams. You know, just interacting with you all. I saw a video as well that it'll probably mean nothing to most people, but these are the kind of videos that I love. It was a video of a guy who was breaking the world record for strongest grip, like hand grip. What does that mean to have the strongest hand grip? They call it like the Herculean challenge. I want you to picture this, chat, for just a moment. Like, picture this where you've got two big old marble columns between a guy, or on either side of a guy, on his right, on his left, and he is holding both of those columns, each with one hand. Like there's a rope tied to the column, and it's tied to a handle that he holds on to. And he's not strapped to the column in any way, he just has to hold on to them and prevent the two columns from falling. As he does that, he's got to hold the record for a certain amount of time. I just watched a video of the guy who now holds the new world record. It means nothing to most people, but listen, that kind of stuff gets me into the gym hype mood. And again, used to be a guy who was extremely skinny, so seeing progress like that really makes me hyped. What really had me going, though, is, you know how when somebody replaces a world record of some kind, they usually just replace the old world record by a little bit. Like if the world record was something like, I don't know, most potatoes picked in an Idaho field, and they're like, all right, the world record is this one person picked 5,000 potatoes from a field in Idaho somewhere. The next person will pick 5,005 or 5,001. You know, just barely get higher. No. This grip strength guy, who first off looks like he's a Hercules, secondly, he won the new world record with a 40% increase, as in the time he held onto both those marble columns set the bar 40% higher. Usually it's just a tiny bit, but no, this guy wanted to go the full-on marathon. he wanted people to look at his achievement later on and be like, if I want to beat that, I want to dedicate myself. Harvesting crops will occasionally drop coins based on 5% of their price. That's admirable, if you ask me. I love that trait. I love feats like that. Abby, yeah, I get what you mean. I see you kind of feel guilty that you're relaxing. Your brain asks, why aren't you working? Yeah, exactly. You feel like something is missing, but you're like, no, I've been training myself to do this nonstop. I can at least do this for a day. And really, it should be longer than a day, but still. Vacation ended... Let's see, Hala, vacation ended yesterday, so getting back from work today made me immediately crash on the bed and took a long nap. I feel ya, Hala. I finally had a nap on Sunday. It felt amazing. Oh, I had not had a nap in a long time. Forgot what those feel like. Nice little power nap. Usually I just lay down, close my eyes, and sit there for about 5 to 10 minutes and just pretend to sleep. Let my mind go blank. I call them pseudo-naps. Did one of those just before this stream. It felt great. You got to find your motivation and hypeness somewhere, right, Ycey? Yeah, Jen. You know what? I kind of want to pull this up, if possible. Let me see. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Let me pull this up. I'm going to pull this video up and just show you what I'm talking about. Can we ban bringing cameras into gyms, please? Oh, Zombie, yeah, you're talking about those, yeah, those can be annoying, for sure, having a camera in a gym. I did see somebody who had their own fun with it, though. Well, let's see. Do I want to show this on the stream, this video? Yeah, might as well. Anybody okay with taking like a 5-second detour from this game just to see what I'm talking about? Let me gush for just a moment. Yes, you're okay with that? Okay, great. Let me just, here we go. That's not at all what I was hoping for. Ah, whoops, that's why. Okay, here we go. My gosh, let's move this slightly over to the center. This is what I'm talking about. First off, look at that build. Dude is built like he's Hercules. And let me see if the audio is working here. There we go. Thank you, chat. Yes, show us. Okay,
Yes, 5 seconds, 10. Well, this guy just shattered the world record, and what happened next is insane. The Hercules hold is brutal. Like 2 massive pillars pulling your arms apart. Most last a few seconds, but this man rewrote history. 4 years, I'm Helix was king, holding the record at...
I hate these AI voice chats. For 4 years, I will personally make my own voice in AI just so that people can get rid of these piece of crap voiceovers. At least it's not as bad as that stupid TikTok lady voice that if I hear that, I will... If you're using that TikTok lady voice in any of your videos, please, I respectfully ask, break your keyboard over your head.
1 minute, 32 seconds.
Let me back that up just a second. This right here, 2 pillars, 2 big old marble pillars. You're holding on to them. They will fall either way. The world record was 1 minute and 32 seconds,
10,
which probably feels like a lot longer.
Holding the record at 1 minute, 32 seconds.
That's what I just said.
No one could touch it until now. Enter
Dang, the
Ycey
proud look on
a
that guy's
16-time
face.
world record.
This guy's face, look at that. That scream, like, yeah! Oh, I love that.
Enter Ycey Karate, a 16-time world record holder and absolute grip strength monster.
He looks like a Street Fighter character.
And the clock just kept ticking.
Look at
He's
that.
passed Felix's record. The crowd is losing it. How much longer can he go? 2 minutes in, his arms are trembling. Can he hold on?
2 minutes. The world record was 1 minute 32 seconds. He's already on 2 minutes.
Unbelievable.
Giving it
2
his
minutes, 10.75 seconds. A new world record. This man just made history. Think you've got grip strength?
It's 40% longer than the original. Dear gosh. Oh, hey, Thor. You need to go outside? Okay. Okay. Get rid of that. Close this. First off, switch over to Fields of Mistria. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Switch over to... There we go. Just in case I need the wiki as a reference. All right. Okay, I'll be back shortly, stream chat. Luna with the quote already. I respectfully ask, break your keyboard over your head, Ycey 2025. You heard what I said. If you're throwing brain rot down our gullets, down our virtual pie holes, please break your keyboard over your head. I'm tired of that. The one that I'm talking about sounds like this. She goes, look at this new stream. Could you believe that this person did that? I'm like, if I could hear this dang AI voice one more time. Oh boy, I'm going to hunt down who made that thing. Yeah, so I'll be back in just a moment, everybody. The Thor doggo needs to be led outside. Be back in just a second.
my god, you played the...
Ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back. Thor's been taken care of, and one of the roommates is now cooking, so naturally Thor wants to stay and keep watch over the kitchen area. Well, yeah, thanks for indulging me, chat. I had to watch that little video. Gotta say, if life had little achievements that popped up whenever you did something strange, significant, extraordinary, or just trolling you with a congratulations you did something achievement, I think breaking a world record of any kind would be a gold tier achievement. And looking like a Street Fighter character or an anime character or something so closely would probably be a platinum tier. This guy just did both in one go. And Thor just Kool-Aided his man way through the door. Yeah, whenever Thor enters a room, if there's not enough room for him to squeeze through the door just barely, he propels the door wide open, like, hello, world! So, the thing is, I don't like propelling my voice down the hall and throughout the house, because this house echoes sometimes. Thank you, chat. I feel welcomed back indeed. Amity, you're a lot quieter to this stream. Actually, no, I just haven't been reading the chat as much. Welcome back. I see Sir Simps a lot. Abby, listen. My simping is controlled and in healthy quantities only, not enough to make it an addiction. These allegations are false and slandery, and I will not stand for them. Slow-growing crops now due a day earlier. You can now charge your seeds. Okay, spread wider. Harvesting a crop will occasionally drop a cooked dish. You know what? Might as well. I can do all of these. Oh. 5 more levels for that. 5 for that. Oh yeah, I can do these. Oh, I don't have any more of these though. Okay. Now then, let's go back to the mines. Wait, what? Oh, in her room. Why does Juniper want to invite me to her room? I don't want to visit Juniper in her bedroom. Last time she did that, she almost locked the door on me. It's like, I'm not trying to be kidnapped here. The only one who can try to kidnap me in her house is Celine, but she doesn't want to do that. No. She's all like, no, I want to invite you over. I'm like, alright. Let's play this nice. Thor legit huffed at me when I said that. You know what? For once, Thor, in your life, I think that is the most appropriate time to huff and think that your human is going nuts. Request for obsidian. Gladly. Take my money. Step 3 for the day. Count my money. Step 4 for the day. Hi-ho. Hi-ho. It's off to work I go. My simping is controlled. These allegations are false. Yes, White Wolf, you heard me. I stand by that. Oh, no. Whenever I say that an accusation is false, and I see Amity in the chat with a laugh emoji, I just know that we're going to get some S-tier sassery. What's she saying this time? I've been somewhat active, LOL, just working on editing some class assignments. Okay. Yep, that's right. Understandable. Just making sure things are okay with you. Get some of this. Let's raise that smithing score up a bit. Oh, you doing, buddy? He's looking at me all happy. Chat, sometimes when you got a pet that is very happy, we'll say, there are moments when they can look extra happy. Thor, I feel, looks like he looks almost fluffier and softer when he's in this very happy, smiley mood. It's adorable. Juniper wants Ycey to stay. I think she might be yonder underneath. Kenzie, you might not be too far off from the truth, but I think if Juniper wants anybody in Mistria, it's probably going to be Ulrich. Let's face it. She likes them dumb and strong. And as much as Ulrich is not dumb, he's just hardworking, strong as can be, good at getting around the neighborhood, doing whatever needs to be done, and he's definitely not paranoid enough to catch on to the fact that she'd be using him. Yeah, if she wants anybody, she should go after him. Here we go. And Celine, my love. Here's what you needed. You made this copper shovel yourself. You made this copper shovel yourself, Ycey? Wow. She's even got that beautiful winter coat on. It's light blue, gold complements, white accents with a couple of gold accents here and there, matches her hair perfectly, and then that little red gem in the middle. Gosh, you were cute as a button. All right, let's move on with the game before I start simping illegally. I've been looking forward to a new shovel for a while now. This is going to make my gardening a breeze. Ah, dearie, you are a breeze. A breath of fresh air is what you are. Raina and I have a lot of classic books about knights and dragons and adventure. I think Della's really going to enjoy reading them when she gets older. She would probably enjoy them now. But yeah. Unless you're talking about adventure like A Court of Thorns and Roses tier adventure. Then it's like, yeah, no, never mind. Let's not have Dell read that. I kid you not. My younger sister's husband, my brother-in-law, he is my DM currently in an ongoing campaign. And my sister is a very supportive woman of his hobbies. You know, she doesn't really care about what her husband does so long as it's healthy. Well, with that in mind, he had been trying to get her into fantasy for a long time. And obviously he's not going to push the button if she's not interested. But she was not interested in fantasy or anything like that for the longest time. And I know how he feels because I had the same opinion back when I was a kid, you know, trying to get my sister into some of that stuff if she was interested. She wasn't. Then, suddenly, she gets into A Court of Thorn and Roses. And so does my other sister, my oldest brother's wife, so my sister-in-law on his side. I'm like, hang on a second. You know, you had all these problems. You'd say that you're not interested, or there's too much history and too much lore dumping, and it's just all so much, or it's just not tickling your fancy. You're not interested in it. It's just too much. And then suddenly you add bearskin naked pixie boys and fairies, and suddenly then you're interested in the book. I'm like, hang on a second. So you're telling me that all I needed to do to get you interested in fantasy genre and history and all those different terms was to introduce a couple of scantily clad fairy boys and suddenly you were interested? Why didn't you tell me? Like, would have done that a long time ago. Oh wait, let's go to donate. There we go. I think I've completed a set. I mean, after all, somebody to finally get me involved in these cutesy cuddly games, all they had to do was just introduce me to the characters. Didn't have to do anything, didn't even have to make it about fighting. Even though anytime there's a little bit of fighting in these kind of games, like almost none, I will maximize that skill. As I was saying earlier in this stream, I believe that if a game does not allow you to maximize all your skills, and you've got to pick some, then I say pick one skill that you're very passionate about, and be the best you can at it. Don't try to spread your skills too thin. And just like that, all the readers in chat are poking out their heads like, what you talking about? Shay, when you describe it like that, I just picture a bunch of meerkats popping out of the hole like, huh? What'd you say? So this stuff. Still haven't read A Court of Thorns and Roses yet. Anna's, I hear that it's good. Let's see, Silverines. Ah, no, not for children. Please, no. Did Ycey say A Court of Thorns and Roses? Yeah, there's the meerkat I was telling you about. I say that, and Ariel pokes her head out like, That's a good thing, Ariel. I like the idea. As a rule of thumb, beautiful men and women will never fall out of style. Silver Rain, you're not wrong. You are right on the money. It's like, listen, people love beautiful stuff. And if you can combine those, then yes. Wait a minute, this is iron. I need to go deeper. So my goal is to go as deep as I can until I strike gold. And I think I can do that in this. Wait for this to pop out, and then give him some bips, give him some baps. And some batter-ups. Boop. Why? Also, if the game has almost no combat in it whatsoever, why would I choose, if I could only pick one skill to max out, say I had limited resources, why would I pick combat? Because if anything were to happen to this cutesy, pleasant, perfect little town, well, let's just say I don't want anything to happen to it. As they always say, there's always one person in town who keeps ammunition from the previous war. I will be that character, because nothing is happening to this sweet little town while I'm here. I will give, if anybody wants to be that bandit or that goblin raid that attacks this cutesy little town, I will remind them that worse franchises exist out there and some of which I've competed in, like Dark Souls. I'll be that player that says, yeah, I beat Dark Souls, you ain't nothing. It means protecting this cutesy little place. I like a good story, thank you. No unwanted, warranted extra things for me with no purpose to the plot. Yeah, thank you, Amity. And funny enough, Lorenzo was just telling me about that. Sad little detail today. When Lorenzo was picking somebody up from, for Uber, there was somebody who complained that Lorenzo talked with them too much. Bear in mind, I know that a lot of people don't like hearing their Uber driver talk. Same way they don't like their barber talking. But at the same time, though, Lorenzo doesn't typically push the envelope when he can tell you don't want to talk. He just doesn't want the call to be awkward, like silent. So, unless you're both evidently tired. But to complain and be like, nah, this guy talked too much. Like, I barely said anything, sir. As well, clearly anything was too much. Dang, I'd hate to have to please you in life. How many silver ingots did I need? Was it 10 or 20? I've got 25. Upgrade, I need 10 silver ingots, so I need 90 silver ore. 9 pieces of ore turn into 1 bar. And just imagine all the A Court of Thorns and Roses fans freaking out at your voice, Ycey, saying, "There you are. I've been looking for you." Or, "To the stars who listen, the dreams that are answered." See, that's another thing. I have to give A Court of Thorns and Roses some credit. The lines that I have read from the book are actually pretty dang solid. Like, they're good. I'd be like, oof, there. Like, I don't swing that way, but, let's see. But yeah, she does a solid job at making it likable in that regard. Making it at least well-written. Talk too much? Lorenzo, the person must have a bad day. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Lorenzo doesn't exactly strike me as somebody who talks needlessly. Like, at most, you could say that he uses too many words when he's tired, but heck, I do that. Like when you're trying to find the right words to tell a story. Oh well. Either way, he just decided to, grin and bear it, not much you can do. Still though, why it can be frustrating is that's the kind of complaint that you'll probably get at your job. Like they'll dock you points and be like, "Oh yeah, you did this thing that some customers love but others don't. So we're gonna dock you some points and thereby dock you your grade, or dock you your pay grade. So, dock you your pay." It's like, how are you supposed to know when they want it and don't? Well, you just gotta discern. And if they're not obvious about their discernment, oh well, we're still gonna take it out on you. Like, okay, thank you. So there's really no pleasing you, is there? Like, no. Like, okay, thank you. That's what happens when you put profit margins before people. Ah, ornamental emerald rock. Okay. Wait. I can put more of those ornamental sapphire rocks in my house. Yes. I don't swing that way, but Amity, feel free to quote me on that. I know who I am. I know what I really like. Let's see now. I need 40 more silver ore. Nice. Get Need some more silver here. And some more silver here. Oh, and I got my perfect silver ore. Yay! Yeah! Nice. I think I'm making great progress. I'll be able to go down to those... I keep calling them dungeons, because, you know, dungeon crawl. Anytime I go into the caves in a game, and if there are monsters in those caves that I have to fight, my brain automatically thinks of D&D's term, the dungeon crawl, you know? So I keep on saying, let's go deeper into the dungeon. Did I just get... Okay, I just found a dish that I could eat in the middle of a dungeon floor, in the middle of a cave floor. Alright, I won't complain, so long as it's hot and ready. Let's see, was that Lady Karen? Mackenzie, why did you just type in... I think I want to take a moment to acknowledge this, because I never thought I'd have to ask this question before, but let me just... Mackenzie, why did you just type in all caps, was that a lady a Karen? What lady? Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Lorenzo story. I have no idea. But I love how you know that it's a lady that did it, because I keep having to remind him, like, buddy, my chat has said it before in one of the streams. Even, they just heard your voice and they said, I feel like I can be safe around Lorenzo. I'm like, they know. You're not a threatening guy. You're like a big teddy bear. As some would call you that. Like, I know, just, you know, gets under my skin sometimes when somebody's not upfront with you about what they feel. They just want to ruin your life behind your back. And let's just bip you. Okay, you can jump over those little sonic waves. I didn't even notice that. And it looks like I've got to go mining to get a ladder somewhere around here. Ah, that was quick. Still need a few more, 19 more silver. Down here. I made 13 bucks in tips from one person yesterday because I was chatty and friendly, so some people are just miserable. Shay, thank you. Look, some people enjoy their peace and quiet. Others are just poor at communicating what they want. Like, oh. Lorenzo's even made mention that, yeah, when I'm evidently not in a mood to talk, I'll say, hey, buddy, it's like, hey, Lorenzo, can you just give me a moment? I'm a little busy at the moment and kind of tired. So I said, yeah, you know, because I don't want to just be like, hey, leave me alone, I'm busy, because nobody deserves that. If somebody was busy, you don't need to be the one. If somebody is busy, then it's best to communicate that rather than be like, this is the last straw. I'm going to shoo the next person that I come across because I'm stressed and out of my mind. You know, it takes a little bit of getting used to, though. I mean, what can you do in that case? Okay, I'll definitely have to come back down into these caves later, but I've almost got all the ore that I need. Need 90 pieces of ore. Gotta say though, I got my perfect silver ore, so all I need to do is just get a perfect emerald ore. Kinda want to come back down here later for that reason. Oh, and time to go up. Oh, sinners, let's go up, let's go up. Ooh, I might not make it back in time. Ooh-wee. Wait, I have a horse. I can make it back in time. Hi-ho, Silver, let's go! Hi-ho, Lavender? Ooh, even then, I might not make it. I swear, the time is going by way too quick. It was 1:20 when I was just... Look at that. Did the time speed up all of a sudden? Okay. I need to check the settings. I think the time might have sped up. That was a lot faster than it used to be. Like, what was it? 1 hour in this game felt like just 2 minutes. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Let me check the settings real quick. Lorenzo's a gentleman, y'all both are. Thank you, Amity. And yes, he is a real gent. And I forgot, it was Friday the other day in game. So I missed the D&D game. Aw, thank you, Thor, for at least bringing that around. Pet the good boy. Kind of want to bring Thor... Oh, shoot, I think the cows are outside still. Never mind, I guess I didn't let them outside. My inventory's full. Gotta empty something out. There we go. Pet you. Pet you. I thought you were talking to me for a second. Oh, no, Silver Rain. I was talking about, yeah, the ore. I need silver in this game. Call outside. No way. I needed 90 silver and I got 90 exactly. All right. Mission failed successfully. Right, first, let's just put some of this stuff away. Some of these are crafting supplies, so you never know when you might need some of these. I do need to give that to Holt, my future father-in-law in this game. The rest of these I could probably sell elsewhere. Ooh, but this though. I think I know where I'm going to plant this. Grab the other one. There we go. And just put the other one out here. There we go. This is my domain. This is how you know you are in my domain. The realm of the Diamond King. Diamond Throne. Actually sounds like a pretty good throne name right there. Has some regality. Named after a good gem. What can I say? Put that up here. There we go. We'll carry that into the mines next time I go. Give that to Holt, give that to the museum. Got it. Upgrade the inn, working like a dog, request for obsidian. I do need to go down into the gold area and grab that. Really round rock. That's only for the mid area. Say, where can you find an onion? Let's see real quick. Onion. Hey Chad, guess who just arrived? Onions are for fall only. Ah, dang it. Onions are for fall only. Hey Chad, guess who arrived just barely? Migra? Migra? No. Lorenzo? Chat, Lorenzo is here now. How you doing?
Hey man, what? Did we just left snow?
We just left snow. Yeah, I mean, hey.
We ditched it in the gas station, and he's still looking for us.
Wait, is that why it snowed one time before? It snowed one time in spring, or like twice in spring. It's like, did you forget about me? Like that's why it showed up all angry.
Run.
It's like, correle. Like, hey, turn around, don't look, just correle, güero.
I think I made contact. We should do what?
Gonna go turn these into bars and turn that in.
What's it snowing?
Why is it snowing? Because it's winter in this game.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, I gotta go make some silver bars over here.
Oh, hi, chat. How are you? Oh my gosh.
I know so many highs. It's the one, the only one. Lorenzo! Shay, I had to read it like that.
Let's get ready to...
Let's get ready to Enzo! That's what the Tyranids probably think right before they get... right before the chainsaw.
Oh no, he's here. Who's here?
The Enzo. These are my taquitos!
But yeah, we still gotta make that edit, man.
Dude, I got time tomorrow. Like I said.
I'm sorry, I just kept thinking about it because it was really fun.
But imagine how many streams I have and how I keep wanting to make, clips of all those streams. I know exactly what you mean. It's just one of those things that you gotta go to. Oh, and let me just.
And so I hope you're doing well. The night from burnout, my friend. Well, you see, burnout doesn't exist. It's just more like work, come back, sleep, eat, work, and repeat. If you have any further questions, repeat the first step.
If you have any further questions, repeat the last step. Instructions unclear, burnout, sleep, work, burnout. Ah, dang it. Didn't do it right.
It was like, I tried the burnout part, but there's nothing less than the fuel.
Listen, just throw kerosene on it. What can happen? What could go wrong?
Flashback to what was it called? What was the game called?
Overcooked?
Overcooked. The first
No.
What can go wrong? Let me.
I was like, hey Lorenzo, I'll put you on the rice, and I'll put you here. I'll grab the vegetables. You put this on the rice. Actually, no, we're gonna switch those around. I remember what happened last time I tried putting you on the cooker. You're like, ¿Sabes qué, güey? And right as you said that too, like, ¿Sabes qué, güey? Didn't even finish the sentence, fell off a cliff. I'm like, dang.
It's like the Iron Man, like the mother that wears her drapes.
Even the game had to sass you there. Like, man. You have that silver sword for... So, one of the girls I contemplated romancing in this game, Adeline, she wants me to bring her a sword made of silver. I am not worried. I have a sword made of gold.
Shay, I put you on the rise that led to a series of unfortunate events and several fires. Listen, you can't expect...
Can't expect what? Do tell. Do tell.
Can't say that with a straight face, man.
Do tell. Go on, the class is waiting, Lorenzo.
You cannot expect your first attempt at rice not to be burnt, okay?
Unless you chop the rice.
How would you what?
I tried putting rice. I accidentally put it on a chopping board instead of in a pot. I'm like, oh, that explains a lot. Wait a minute.
Were you drunk? I wish. I really wish.
I was focused on what you were doing, and I'm like, right. Take care of your own stuff before you start worrying about somebody else.
For the love of everything, still waiting for the rice.
For the love of everything. Listen, people suggested get yourself an Asian girlfriend. I said, hey, I'm working on that. Doesn't have to be Asian. Just has to be somebody who knows how to work rice. Or just neighborly. Oh yeah, I forgot. I raised. Where is it? I thought Hayden was very low on the relationship or friendship chart. Seems that Hayden... Wait, where's H? Here we go. Yeah, I've actually got quite a few hearts with him all of a sudden.
Anyone want to help me destroy my enemies? Of course. What time do we ride?
What time do we ride? What time at dawn?
It's like I'm gonna ask you for a favor. We're gonna hurt some people. You can ask me. You cannot ask me why. You cannot ask any more questions.
Wait, what did that say? A hemline lower than... Never mind. Alright, let's go visit Adeline real quick. Where is she? Oh, there you are. Here's your silver sword. Beautiful, Ycey. What fine craftsmanship. Thank you. Made it myself. I got $2,000 for that. Okay.
Mackenzie says, we listen and we don't judge. In this case, we really judge.
No, we listen and we judge. We just don't condemn your soul unless it's worth condemning. It's like, what do you mean? We totally listen on this channel. Yeah, but if you're going to try to tell me things like, oh no, lollies are not child bait. I'm like, listen, get that crap out of here. If you want to, you can try to pull that. I'm not going to buy it. Not going to judge you unless you do something else that's absolutely sus, but please, not the place, not the time. Get the dickens out of here, off this clock. Hey, you, Mr. Hidey-Hole, Mr. Hey, you, get off my clock. We have no time for that.
What are you doing? I don't know.
Berries and cream for Aelin, and you know what? Where's a pie?
So, Chan, if you want to get bored,
If you want to get bored.
we will share with you the network I worked with this weekend. I sent a picture to Ycey.
Oh gosh, that network.
Yeah.
I love this girl, Darcy. She is just adorable. She looks like a Latina. I want to go up to her and say...
Why?
Her? Darcy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when you actually see
like a Latina?
Because she looks like a Latina.
What does that mean?
Looks like a cute little copper-skinned girl. You heard what I said. I'm just like, I just want to say she's so preciosa.
Mama bear. Tacos are Enzo's bait. No, wait, okay.
Are they wrong? Are they wrong?
I'm not beating this out.
Funny enough, I was texting somebody yesterday, and sure enough, this was like the second time when they asked me what I was doing, and it just so happened to be what we were doing at that time. But I said we were going to the gym, and that was the same thing that I had said yesterday because it was around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, no, that is not the only thing we do, but we're not beating these allegations. She's like, anytime you text me, it's either The Witcher, gym, or something about delicious food. Honestly, that just sounds like a good weekend. I'm like, thank you.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
There we go.
Like every day, you will suffer. You will rue the day. I will make you eat tacos and go to the gym.
Oh no!
Oh no! What a
Wait,
nightmare.
is that how I got you into the gym? It was tacos and gym, or it was
That
gym
was
and
literally the
tacos?
combo.
Yeah, that kind of was.
After the gym, we went to the after the gym we went to tacos. Yeah.
I mean, is that what got you into the gym? The fact that we combined it with tacos?
Yeah, literally.
Wow, the power of tacos is strong.
The power of tacos compels you.
The power of tacos compels you. Here
Listen,
we
you
go.
wretched creature.
Oh man, listen, you wretched
How
creature.
was my day? It's good. I just finished one of my last 2 assignments.
Joy.
It was
One
a
of,
long one, man.
one of your last 2 assignments. It's late in the day. I'm sorry, man. Oof.
Jen, ay caramba, estos dos chamacos payasos, boys. You say like it's a bad thing, you know? You say like it's a bad thing.
I see nothing wrong with this whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess everybody's gathered at the inn
Speaking
here.
of which, I have some ice cream downstairs. You want some?
Some ice cream, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll go down for some.
Okay.
I mean,
just thought
you've seen.
I asked you about it.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, heck, you've seen me eat ice cream in the winter.
Mm-hmm. You freak of nature.
Listen. Some people, everybody has their tolerance for heat and temperature, humidity, cold, hot, you name it. For some people, it could be scalding hot outside, and they will be drinking scalding hot coffee or hot cocoa or whatever.
Wait, zombie. Wait, don't Ycey and Enzo have like a 10-year gap or close to that? 10 years?
No. Gosh, no. Only a couple of years.
Wait, it's like 2 years?
Yeah, like 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely not that far apart. 50s.
Like, what's your secret, man? Oh, just
Hey, let's go.
The secret's in the tacos.
The secret's in the tacos. Yeah, the secret is in the tacos. It's called mystery meat for a reason. Like, listen, if it tastes good, don't ask what it is. Just know it tastes good.
Jim, what kind of ice cream, Enzo? It's got Napolitano?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Napolitan?
Napolitan. Yeah, Neapolitan.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know why, but that's making me think of that one girl from Ruby. I guarantee somebody in chat's gonna know what Ruby is, the old anime that lost me around the 2nd season. Ice cream is a year-round treat. Thank you, Brittany. Even if I live in a place where it snows, why not? I didn't even see what Ulrich said.
We need to get to therapy for that.
Okay, one of these guys, my gym bro in this game, just asked me, "Is that true?" And I didn't even know what he just said. Like,
yes.
yeah.
What did you say?
He was like, "Hey, somebody told me that," and then I just trailed off. It's like, "Is that true?" I'm like, you know, I wish I heard what you said, but I kind of tuned out after a little bit. Hey, Lorenzo, guess what? I need to get 600 pieces of wood. So, shut up. 600 individual sticks, I'll say. Shut up! You almost tripped over Thor with that. So,
He was sending my way, okay?
what I was going to say is that In this game, I need to get 600 pieces of wood. Shut up. 600 timbers as part of a new project. And normally you're supposed to just, collect them from around your place. However, as you can see in the top right corner, I seem to be rolling in dough like it's a Monterey steak. So,
are you gonna question the economy?
I am going to fulfill the economy. Look at this. I am not crashing anybody's economy. In fact, I'm making their job. What I'm doing right here is I'm paying to win.
I don't know if that's okay. No.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You could technically.
I have enough for it.
You could technically use cheat engine.
Why would I want to do that? This is supposed to. Listen, I don't need to cheat engine when I have money. That's basically a cheat engine. And let me just go carry this stuff up to the building and watch that. Boom, baby. Now the quest is done. I didn't even have to waste time mining and doing all that hard labor. Where are my clothes? Where'd my clothes go? I was wearing...
So this is what Ycey be asking at 2 in the morning.
Juniper!
Juniper, where are my clothes?
No! No! That is not... Juniper, where are my clothes? And she's got a task for me. It says working like a dog. Well, no, it gets... Oh, don't worry, it gets worse. Juniper asked me to come and help her with some... It says, meet Juniper in her room. At her bathhouse. At her bathhouse.
She took your clothes and ran.
Yes, last time I went there, turned me into a horse and tried locking the door behind me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm hesitant to go back. Not because I'm biased, but because I just don't like you in particular.
Kind of like how Henrietta cornered you and you were complaining about it?
So, by the way, Henrietta's a chicken in this game. In The Witcher 3, there's a duchess named Henrietta. And for anybody who wasn't there for the stream, Henrietta and I, in The Witcher 3, went out... Oh, I need 6K. Gosh dang it. So I don't have the quest done yet. Okay. So I need to go do some more work. Anyway, that shouldn't be too hard. I've just need to wait a couple of days in game. Back to the story. Lorenzo got to a certain point in The Witcher where... he and Duchess Anna Henrietta were investigating something, a little quest. As such, what happened was they also had to...
That pony.
Yes, that is.
Sorry.
Don't sidetrack. It's like, is that a pony? Yes. Shut it. It's like, is that a purple pony? Yes. That's my little pony. Now shut it.
Anyways, so Henrietta.
So Anna Henrietta, he goes to the winery because there's a certain wine that is only made for the duchesses and her family, and yet somebody else has it. More importantly, it's somebody who might be the murderer in this case. So she concludes that if she can find out who got a hold of that wine, she can find out who the murderer is. Anyway, Juniper wants me to work me like a dog. I say, why? I'm reading the chat. Abby, that's not my fault. I'm just reading it. That's just what it says.
Dude, I just work here, man.
I just work here. Oh, I need to get snow peas tomorrow. So, and as he goes into that part of the stream, or as he goes into that part of the game, I recalled how during my stream, Geralt sometimes gets stuck on random objects or random corners for a second, and sometimes he gets stuck on people. Well, I tried turning around after looking in because the hallway full of these little vintages in this winery are, they are very narrow. So as I go down one side to go look at one area, Anna Henrietta is right behind me. And she traps me in that little corner. I couldn't get out. I'm like, hey, Anna, move. And Geralt wouldn't shove her, so I'm like, hey, move. And then another one happens again. I'm like, hey, Anna, move. 3 times. It was like 2 or 3 times she traps me in a corner. So when he gets to that part, I'm like, oh, when you go in there, the halls are very narrow. I was like, yeah. Well, Anna Henrietta trapped me. She trapped me against a wall twice, maybe 3 times. He goes, and you're complaining? I'm like, I had a job to do. I need to get out of there. Like, I didn't. He was like, I got trapped in a corner by Duchess Henrietta. He goes, and you're complaining? I'm like, I did not consent. He goes, it was Anna Henrietta who trapped me without my consent. He goes, and you're complaining? Because she showed up on screen. Gemini! Hey, how's it going, Jim?
Welcome, man.
Talking about me? Yeah, Gem. Somebody mentioned Geminis. I'm like, funny, I do have another friend who likes to stream as well, named Gemini Audios. So yeah, you did show up.
So yeah,
how you doing?
Unfortunately, Ycey was trapped, held hostage against his will by a duchess.
Not really held hostage, but yeah, I couldn't
He
get
was
past
pinned
you.
against the wall by a duchess.
More like trapped in a corner, or like trapped in a hallway.
You're not being the allegations.
And in a winery, no less. I mean, I get that she had a thing for fine vintages, but that's not exactly how I wanted to spend my evening. What in the dickens? What good timing. I'd say this is curious timing, Adeline. I wasn't expecting this. I wanted to tell you about Mistria's upcoming animal festival. It's a festival to celebrate livestock in all their forms. Hey, Gem, if you're ever looking for another game to stream, try this one, Fields of Mistria. You've seen Remora do it. Anyway, Nora is setting up a booth with lots of fun things to buy. There will be a petting zoo for folks to enjoy, and the main event, a competition to see who has the best animals in Mistria, with both small and large animal categories. Could you just go 1 second without making something fall apart, Lorenzo?
It was half a second.
Okay, it was half a second. Not being the allegations. Like,
Look,
at least
listen,
it didn't
my
break. At least
client
it didn't break.
is guilty, but not that much, okay?
Listen, my client is guilty, but he had a good reason to do it. So, when they say animal categories, can my dog compete too? Now that you started raising animals, I thought you might like to enter. There are some great prizes up for grabs. Although you might have some stiff competition with Hayden, I won't lie. But whatever happens, it'll definitely be a great day out. Sounds like a lot of fun. I think so. I've been attending the animal festival every year since I was old enough to walk. That's it for me. Have a nice rest of your day. Thank you, dearie. You adorable bean. Did she have a riding crest? No, she did not. Thankfully so. Not into that kind of a thing. I mean, I'm the one holding it, never mind. But anyway, I'm not beating these allegations either. Now, let's go sell this stuff. Here we go. Do need to drop this off at the museum. Oh. Put one of these here. I guess I can go down deeper into the mines now. Right, so it seems that all I have to do next is just go deeper into the mines and we can end this stream. Oh, sauteed snow peas. Nice. And I don't need to water my plants. Just need to make sure that my animals are fed. Go pet my cows. Hey Enzo, do you want to see the cows?
No.
Why not?
Because.
Why not?
Because. Unless something's changed from the last stream that I recall.
Nope.
And you wonder why.
Enzo, the freaking big black bull, with Kira, Triss, and Yennefer. I mean, hey, don't blame me, blame the chat. They voted on it. I just did as they wished.
No. You enabled it.
I only gave them the offer.
They merely chose to throw their 2 chips in there.
I did not come up with the idea, neither did I encourage them to do so. I just let them know the option was there. Don't hit me. I can feel it. First a flower festival, then a star festival, now an animal festival. I love it all. Amity, this place is for you. That's all I'm going to say. Plus Ulrich's here. Maybe one day he'll be romanceable too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I wasn't talking to you, man. It's not for everybody. I gotta say though, I was thinking earlier in today, I wanted to play Space Marines again.
Bye, Silver. Have a good one.
See you, Silver Rain. I lament that I need food. I'm gonna head out early and go get some dinner. Alright, if you come back and we're still doing this, see you then. As for obsidian, I do need to go down deep and get that, and I also need to find this. First, let's go turn some peas in. Donate. There we go. Now we just need to wait for these 2 things to grow. Hey, old man. I mean, nice old... That sounded a lot more insulting than I intended it to be.
Hey, old man.
Exactly. I was like, hey, my old man, my dad, you know? I meant that as like a compliment, and then it sounded more like, what's up, old man?
What's up, old man?
Oh, no.
He's like, oh.
He's just looking. He kind of looks like my grandpa too, just like a skinnier version than my, Canadian grandpa. So I meant that in like a friendly way, like, hey, my old man, how you doing? Instead of sounding like, what's up, old man?
Shit, wait, so if Enzo is knocking over stuff in real life,
he's a cat.
There's a bull in the game.
He's a cat.
On my head, Lorenzo's the bull in a China.
In a China shop.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Bull in a China shop. Yeah, exactly. Here we are.
Yeah. I'm not exactly known for being
just like this.
According to May, I be flirting with everyone and their uncles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. May says that everything is flirting, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, come on. It's not all flirting just because you're being kind. You're just being...
I was like, if I want to get some stuff from you, I'll go flirt with you. No.
Like, listen, you can be friendly with someone without necessarily be flirting. Although you can also flirt for fun. I do it all the time.
So was like,
Is he legit walking away?
Yeah, he did!
Getting too old for this crap. Getting too old to talk with these young bucks. Yeah.
Mama Bear Enzo, so you'd be happier in a taco truck. Oh, she doesn't know, does she?
Nope.
So, chat. Part of the reason why I'm larger than the average folk is because, oh, that's just air.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where I grew up, my mother owned a taco restaurant, Mexican food, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
as opposed to an Italian taco shop.
And my brother also owned. He opened up his own taco truck line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much had
access to all the tacos you could ever want.
Ever.
And more than you could ever need.
Ever.
Ever. Emphasis on ever and more.
Ever. Yeah. And so it wasn't until I got to where we live now that I started actually more proactively going to the gym and like working better on my health.
Oh yeah, that's when we became roommates. No wonder the tacos was the perfect remedy. That's why you were saying that it works out. Because, like, hey, I still have tacos, but I also get to work out, too. That's why it was the great motivation.
Mm-hmm. Zombie, I am larger than the average folk, too, Enzo.
We say that you have a higher hitbox, is what I mean, you know? You have more... We don't say you are larger than the average folk. We say you have, more HP to spare than the average person.
You might not be wrong.
Actually, probably less. What am I saying, now that I think of it? I mean, you've seen what happens when, like, you fall out of a bed, for example. Limbs are... Never mind. You have a... We say that you have a more pronounced hitbox. We'll call it that.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't told you about this.
Oh no, what happened?
So you know how May hugs me, you know, and she like...
Yeah.
Hugs me real tight.
What'd she say this time?
Well, you know, the Saturday after the gym.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with some friends, and one of the girls, she hugs me.
Ah.
And she just like squeezed me tight. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
That's all you had to say. You said, so yeah, one of the girls hugged me. I'm like, uh-huh. And then she squeezed my, uh-huh. I'm like, uh-huh. Like, yep. On a list of what else is new, we feature Lorenzo.
Come on, man. It's like I wanted.
I mean, not gonna lie, when you saw that I got my hair cut on Saturday, I decided to do it myself, because I do it all the time, and I'm not exactly fancy with it, but normally I do a pretty decent job with it. You know, just make it all nice and even. Also go by This time I rushed the job and kind of botched some of the edges, but I figured, you know what? Give it like 2 weeks. My hair grows quickly. You know, it'll come back quickly. Well, because I had just gotten out of the shower and I was in a towel, that's when I started doing my haircut. I was like, huh, looking at myself in the gym, and it was probably the most narcissistic moment I had in a while. I'm like, in a while? No, it was more like one of my more, I'm proud of my progress type of thing. I was chiseled from head to toe. I'm like, yo, look at this. I'm muscular. Bear in mind, this is a guy who, I'm one of those guys who used to grow up, or used to not really have any muscle at all. Just Mr. Skin and Bones. I had heard every Captain America joke, you know, Captain America 1, before he got the muscles. I had heard every one of those jokes back in high school. And even then some. Things like, what is that boy not feeding you? My coaches in high school...
Mate, you need a burger, mate.
No joke. My coaches in high school, you could write their own comedy sketches. They had lists on things that they could say about me and my then physique. Things like, oh, okay, I've seen corn stalks with better physique.
All right.
Makes me want to pull an ear off.
Rich.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, makes me want to pull an ear off. One of them was, oh yeah, let's not forget, keep this boy away from strong winds. Or I was doing pretty well in a race. He goes, it's like, Ellis, just calls out my last name. I'll say Ycey. He's like, Ycey, just don't think you're hot stuff just because the wind is propelling you. When I was going in for a physical, you know, you need to get your blood drawn. My own dad was like, you're going to need hey, doctor, can we get a smaller needle? That's going to go right through his arm.
Come on, Dad. Oh, man.
Like, dang. Like, fatality. Officer down. Oh, man.
Psychic damage.
Psychic emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
I love Amity's comment. She's like, on the episode of What Else Is New?
Wait. Sorry, you were talking and they kept on just adding more to the chat.
Oh, as Girly Pop in the gym lifting weights, I am so hyped for you. Yes, Gemini, are you in the gym right now? Yo, nice. Congratulations.
Nice. So he's basically Captain America IRL. Well, he's Captain Canada.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'll take that compliment. Not exactly the most identical, but hey, I got the same color scheme at least. You know, blonde hair and all that. Ooh, what's this? Hang on. New outfit, I'm guessing. I probably got to get rid of something here. Get rid of this.
You're encumbered, sir.
Sage of Earthrobe. Ooh. I think I know what I'm going to change my outfit to. And here we are. The Sage of Earth.
Mm-hmm. This girl, she was like 5'6".
All right.
So,
and
yeah,
that's all you need to say.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, that's all you had to say.
And I tell her, oh yeah, I am 200 and so many pounds, and she was like, oh, I'm half of that, and I was like.
Jem says Bucky is best boy. Hey, I love Bucky.
Hey, Bucky's he's one of the boys, you know?
Yeah, exactly, you know? He's the guy that gets you back. He's lived a rough life and he wants to use it for good now.
105, man.
He looks good for his age.
Well, when you've been frozen half the time, then yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Skincare routine?
Skincare routine? You cannot call a skincare routine being frozen in ice for over 100 years. Cannot call that any more than you can't call it skin routine any more than you could call losing a limb, you know, shredding some weight.
But yeah, like I told you, well, according to science, muscle does weight more than fat, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I got heavier, but not chunkier.
I don't know why. I had a health teacher of all people. Like, you know how teachers are supposed to be people that know their thing.
Is that you?
Well, that's you.
That's
me. So, teachers are supposed to be people who know their thing. I remember having a teacher one time that heard a student say muscle weighs more than fat, and he go, no, I don't think they said outright that that's not true. She goes, no, that's not entirely accurate. She goes, what weighs more, a pound of fat or a pound of muscle? They both weigh the same. I'm like, hang on a second. I'm like, no, that is a horrible analogy to put it as. I'm like, yes, if you had a pound of fat and a pound of muscle, that does mean that they weigh the same, or a kilo of both, but we're talking about the circumference. Like if...
Well, it's also the density.
Exactly my point. That if we took the circumference, like if you had a stretch of muscle that was, just a pound across, or what was it? Like I see, I have eyes, man.
Sorry.
Top left corner, I see it. Yeah, there's also this up here that says what time it is. Can I get back to my story, man?
Yeah.
Okay. Not actually, man. You don't have to be like, I'm sorry.
So
anyway,
the comparison was rather...
Well, yeah, the teacher even said... So this teacher says that, and I'm like, look, if you put something that was, say, a diameter across of muscle versus fat, the muscle is going to weigh more. It's denser. So the more sizable it is, the more it's going to weigh, Anyway, it just seemed a little misleading the way they said that. Okay, now I got to get back quickly. I got to race back, hi-ho, silver. Look how quickly this thing goes by. It's 110 right now, and I'm like, I swear, did it speed up?
There goes the cinematic cut where Ycey's just trying to make a home with his pony in the middle of the night.
No joke. This thing at the beginning of the stream, I swear it was going by faster. No, it's still going by at that speed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave my cows outside then if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, I didn't bring them out.
So they can just...
I'm falling asleep inside my... Yep, there we go.
I
was like, that was a very misleading statement. You can't pretend that one does not weigh more than the other. Anyway, she was definitely into an alternative form of learning, meaning not actually teaching truth sometimes, just what was convenient, I guess. But, hey, what can you do? It's just the fact that she was a teacher. I'm like, come on, you're supposed to be responsible now. Then again, I'm sure you could say that a lot about... You could say that about a lot of adults. I need to change this rug. Green and the blue and the yellow, it's not going together.
Sorry.
One fit after the other. Like, I need to change this. It's just not working out very well.
So you see, Chad, it's something, just to give you some context as to like what I learned and what I've been told so far is the following.
How tall are you, Enzo? Mama Bear asks.
I am 178.
So about 5'10".
1 meter 75 centimeters. You can take.
And you were saying.
So it's being skinny. It's not all that's hyped up to be. Because Ycey used to be really skinny.
Yeah.
And being skinny does have its benefits, but also you like your body's burning the nutrients way too fast for you to be able to like use them as needed.
Stay full.
So like if you're going to the gym or like just running just to like lose weight, mind you, according to science, our brain needs some body fat, but just fat, to be able to think and process.
It also needs calories.
So if you're going for the gym just so you can just like lose weight, I'm afraid that you might not be getting the full results that you're expecting. You're gonna get more results in different things. So mind you, one of the questions that was in the chat was asking like, which would you rather have, muscle or fat? And someone said like, it's obvious, which one you want. But at the same time, it's like, muscle is when you use the nutrients that you have. Fat is when you have way too much energy stored and just the fat just builds up. I hope that makes sense to you. But in this case,
we're listening.
But in this case, I'll try to not mumble and just nerd about this thing too much. But being able to use, let's say you eat a fistful of rice with a fistful of beans and some veggies.
Got the mom measurements going on. Like, here's a fistful and a dash of this. Anyway, you were saying, let's say you ate a fistful of rice versus something else.
Like, combine all this, right? With a fistful, perhaps, or just like a chicken breast. That will give you way more stuff than eating a burger. Let me explain to you why.
I need to change. This is just not working out, Amity.
And push the couch.
She puts a little couch there too.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty.
So in short, like people like Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock, not the actor, they are healthy, but they're not 175 or 190 pounds. They are 250 pounds. Ycey is healthy. You know why? How much you weigh right now, do you know?
175, or it teeters between 175 and 177.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, beautiful. Oh, she gave me a jasmine flower.
Hey!
I got a flower for you too. What a perfect flower. Picked at peak bloom too. I should press it in a book and preserve it.
Why is she acting like an anime girl?
Because she is. It's like, because she is. She's perfect.
So you see.
Oh, perfect. That's where these are.
And technically, you know, he's fit for and within his body measurements according to like his age.
Last weighed in, I was about 10% body fat as well. But most of that was in my thighs because I didn't really work out my thighs as much as I should.
So people like they keep on losing weight and gaining weight. That's called yo-yoing, and it's totally normal because your body does sometimes burn more energy than other times. That's just it.
Look, bottom line, don't focus on lowering the number.
Not at all. It's about balancing the numbers. That's cool. You have okay.
It's a recipe. No, what he's trying to get at, ladies and gents, he's trying to say some people try to focus too much on just losing weight, like lowering the number on the scale. Don't just lower the number. Try to form good habits. Increase your endurance, your strength, your health, or just proportion your meals as, what he's trying to say.
Yeah. Don't be eating heavy things, first of all.
First off, I need to see if a really smooth stone is a really smooth stone. What is it? Really smooth round rock? Yeah, really round rock. Is that found in this floor or deep earth? Yeah, I am in the right area. Okay. Back to the game. What time is it? Oh, 7:10. Oh, shoot. I should probably be ending shortly. Oh, well.
No, to be honest, I ate a bunch of chocolate today. I'm a little depressed for 6 months. I haven't eaten properly today. I haven't stopped eating due to bad. Perhaps seek assistance on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Physical activity helps too, but you can't. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I always call. Hey, gaming is good. Like, gaming helps relax, but if that's. There is a limit to how long you should be doing it.
certainly.
I mean, heck, reading is a healthy activity, but if you read to the point where you're not interacting with people, your social health is suffering. Everything needs to be done in proportions.
Socializing is a skill.
Chocolates are good for the soul, I think. But too many chocolates are just not good for you at all.
No, it's
If you're suffering from depression, first thing I'd say, start getting some more physical activity outside. It's not going to end everything
Mind you guys,
immediately.
I have no health certifications by anyone, anywhere. It's just random stuff that I picked up along the way, you know? You don't have to listen to me at all. But it is in your best interest to, like, not eat. Well, I haven't heard.
I'm going to go down to the lowest point I can. So I think I'm going to go 5 levels deep into the gold, see if I can find some obsidian. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to bring these staff here.
Following having kids is tough finding time to work out. Actually, doesn't your sister? Doesn't she like also work out and have her kid as well?
Yeah, but dude, listen, Atlases are just built different. I mean, honestly, people in here in this. I forgot to bring my. I need water. I didn't bring my watering can, so now I can't reach that gold. I gotta run back home and grab my watering can. Yeah. He saw a picture. Lorenzo's talking about how he saw a picture of my sister-in-law was jet skiing, and she's got her 2 of her 3 boys. One of them is in her arms, the other is riding her back, and she's actually like 7 months pregnant in the photo. And I've also got 2 co-workers who were doing yoga and aerobics while they were pregnant. The thing is, though, they're just naturally athletic women that were working out long before they had a pregnancy. So, you know, it according to them, it helped them you know, survive. It helped them through their pregnancy. But the thing is, that's why I was like, buddy, you can't really expect that of everybody. That we're just built different,
right?
Raised different.
But I mean,
I see what you're saying.
A couple of the ladies that be going to the gym with their kids, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Over here happens all the time.
So like, I'm just saying, like, these are a couple of examples. That
Yeah, a couple of examples looking into. Let's see. Gonna sell that.
I mean, Brian, by the gods, your sister-in-law is amazing.
Yeah, no joke. I was looking at that picture. I'm like, holy crap. That's a superwoman, is what that is.
I have 2 medical conditions that make you gain weight. Hooray for me! So I'm probably going to be fat, but I'm going to be healthy. Interesting
Before I
enough
develop
about that
an eating disorder, I will take your advice. Well done, zombie. Proud of you.
Oh yeah, seriously. Absolutely.
You nip it in the bud. That is amazing.
So the thing about those medical conditions, yes, although they are not helpful, well, let's just say that body fat can go anywhere, and that sounds weird, but I promise I have a point to this.
Body fat can go anywhere.
So,
Ooh. Body fat, I barely know you.
So it's about learning to manage where it goes. Because if you use that to go anywhere,
Managing where it goes. Ooh, body fat. All right there. I barely know you. Stop.
Stop. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Gold. I've struck gold.
And so, like, if you can manage where it goes, you can tell it where to go, and technically, you are winning.
Yeah, true.
Because the problem is whenever like, you develop basically everywhere it goes, and you don't know where it's going. You can't control it where it's going.
True, good point. You control it, is what you want to do. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see if I can find me some obsidian. So I think I'm going to try to go just 5 levels deep, and I might not have time to do that now that I think of it. But I need this for the quest. Dang it, no obsidian.
Also,
Get over here.
People, when it comes to eating stuff, do not eat just because you can eat. And Ycey smacks me every time for this. He smacks me every time. He even yelled, and I was like, "What?"
I was tired, and it came
really
out.
You know.
Yeah, he was talking about how he wanted to,
Eat some ribs.
not only that, but it was the manner at which you were going to reheat them, and you were going to zap all, microwaves. Microwaves, they cook from the inside out. That's why they heat up so quickly. They use microwaves for heating rather than heat waves. The thing is, heat naturally does destroy some of the nutrients as it goes, but when you cook something from the inside out, it's different from cooking it outside in. A lot more of the nutrients gets sapped, basically. So you're doing the equivalent of eating empty calories. And so he was telling me about how he's worried that his belly was getting bigger, which, plot twist, it probably was, but it probably wasn't either, because he's managing himself. And I meant to just say, hey, stop, because he was going to reheat some of his ribs.
I wasn't thinking about it.
He was going to reheat some of his ribs, and I'm like, stop! He's like, what? I'm like, dude, you told me that you were worried about eating empty calories, and you're doing that. It's like, what's wrong with it?
I see what...
And he was about to say, like, well, why do they even sell microwaves if it's not good? I'm like, I'm not saying that it's bad for you or trash. It has its uses, but I'm like, think about why people have fast food. Is it because it's good for them, or is it because it's quick and efficient? It's like,
quick and easy. Quick and easy.
Right, quick and easy. I'm like, it has its place, You don't want to do just that, though. Holy smeg, there are 2 of them now.
They're brown.
I need to...
Am I lying, no?
I was like, and now there's suddenly 2 of them. And he goes, they're brown. I'm like, that's a lot of kids' joke right there. I'm like, I need to sit down for this. I know I'm already sitting down. I need to sit down more for this. I'm like...
So yeah, so like, the empty calories. Do not eat just because you can't eat. Think about what you're eating.
Yeah, he's saying eat some healthy food. Nice.
Because if you eat junk food, your body's gonna be like, yo, you want me to run 5 miles with this thing? Come on, man, you gotta give me something to work with,
Yeah, hey, I got a gift for Hayden now. Perfect. It's his birthday, so, you know, gotta come up with a gift. Anyway, pardon, didn't mean to interrupt all of a sudden.
No.
Oh, okay.
My sister May, she forced me to learn this thing called if you're feeling peckish, y'all know what peckish means, right?
Oh yeah, we oh, I almost stepped in the lava. Yeah, peckish, you know, hungry. Got the munchies.
Yeah. You know what? Something that is really good and is not high in calories and that will not add too much fat to you?
What?
Fruits.
Oh yes, you know me. Been called a changuito by some people because of the fruits that I like to eat.
So, buy yourself a bunch of fruits.
In case anybody's wondering why he's so passionate about this subject and talking about it, well, he just told you. He used to be a lot chunkier, used to be overweight, and he's now turned that into a lot of muscle instead. So, you know.
I literally gain weight, but not like the way that you think.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm happy. I didn't think this was possible, so now I want to pass this on. Obsidian? Ah, dang it, I need... So I think the way I'm going to end this stream is I'm going to go turn this in. So I need to deposit the required material and then bring 6,000 tesserae to Adeline. Which one should I do first? Go visit Juniper and hope that she's got something normal for me to do and not
and you
work
don't
me like
walk
a
out of
dog.
the house sin pantalones. Yeah, she would do that.
All right. Okay. Hi, Mama Bear. I'll be back, guys. Thank you, Mama Bear. Let's see. Where is Adeline then? Ah, at the inn. Perfect. Then I'll just go say hi to Juniper afterward. You know what? Dare I ask? All right. You know what? I'll go say hi to Adeline first. Get the good news first. Then I'll see what Juniper has to offer. Maybe.
And so you're beautiful, no matter what size you are. Evidently so. That
Oh my gosh, they left already. He's not not healthy all the time though. Still though, can be.
Listen, I'm trying, okay?
I mean, you are, man. You're healthier.
It takes a while.
It's
just fighting old habits.
Yep. All right. Are we ready to get started on the? Are we ready to get started? The inn. The whole town has been looking forward to this. All right, upgrading the inn in one session. My word! It looks like most of the town came out. Only too happy to contribute, seeing as we'll all be benefiting. I love it. You got the whole town helping out with this. You two ready? I love Landon. I don't know why. Just seems like that wise old man's always got like 101 different tricks he could show you. You know? Always. Errol and Landon. Yeah, I like them both in this. Got the finest Sweetwater Farm soil ready for them. That reminds me. So I need to stop by Juniper, and then I need to quickly go give him his birthday gift while I still can. Dragon card assemble. And the kids come. Oh boy, oh boy. Time to show everyone what we've got. I'm ready. I'm ready. Your mission is to help me decorate the dining room. The whole town is depending on you. I just realized Ycey's character in the game looks a lot like Link in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Oh yeah. Yeah, my character's got the green and blue on. There he is. Look at that. I did actually have a look. What was it? It was white and green. I'll show you in a second. Oh, Balor Ulrich, come with us. You can do it. You can do the heavy lifting. Usually help out the dragon guard. Wow. I love it. The whole town is coming together. So it's not just me who was doing this.
I could have sworn, man.
It's all coming together so fast. I think they're almost done. And here we go.
Yes, Master Joker, we hear you.
What changed? It's sparkly. That's what changed. It's like looking at Super Saiyan. It's like looking at Super Saiyan 1 and 2. I'm like, what changed? I'm like, there's little zappy zaps now. So look at that. Shall we go inside? I mean, we know what it looks like on the inside. We were building it, right? You know what? Never mind. I'm guessing construction in Mistria is just everybody hits it with a bunch of hammers, and it somehow looks different afterward. And I'm not going to complain, because that takes a lot of the load off of our shoulders if that was the case. Welcome to the new and improved Sleeping Dragon Inn, everyone. It's a dream come true. Say, the bar is already stocked. So that really is how it is. You just hit the building with a bunch of tools, and it comes stocked with bottles all ready to go.
Fix it, Felix.
Oh, Balor is like, no thanks are necessary, but I wouldn't say no to a drink. I'd say drinks around the house for all of you. And I'll get cooking. I can't wait to break in my new kitchen. Thank you, everyone. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to welcome you all here for many more seasons to come.
Wink, wink.
And Universal smiles around. Luna said, when I joined the gym, the scale said to be continued. Oh!
Hey.
That was funny.
Perfect. A sequel.
It's a sequel. Better than a DLC.
The sequel, man. That's what I
Yeah,
call
exactly. The curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change. Carl Rogers. Yeah.
Who's Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers, he had a show.
That's not Carl Rogers.
Oh. Oh, man. Am I going to make it home? No, I won't make it home in time. Dang it. Maybe this will help me get home? Sometimes cutscenes will drop you off in a different part of the towns. Maybe this one will? There you are.
Let's just choose these outfits.
You know why she chooses these outfits. Look, we're in winter time, right? I had to tell the chap one time when I saw her outfit for the first time, I said, Juniper, you're supposed to dress warm for the winter, not hot for the winter, but that, I suppose you do you. Just don't ask me to do it too. Because there you are. Ah, that's what you've decided to wear? Yeah. Wait, didn't the message also say wear something nice?
I don't know what messages you're talking about.
Am I going to actually have to censor this stream? Well, this will hardly do. I suppose you'll have to go as me. And I'll have to borrow that unfashionably dressed body of yours in the meantime. I beg your pardon.
Excuse me, what?
Borrow my body. I'm going to give you one chance to reword that, dear. Your instructions and packages, I should not have sped run that. But Dickens? The deuce? Dozy! Wait. She just turned herself into me! Did she just turn into me?
I have so many questions. Because,
Which did you just... Yep. She just swapped bodies.
Where's she going?
That's me. I'm going out apparently to do her tasks. And I'm visiting Celine. Hey, Juniper. If you're stopping by, that means the new plant growth tonic is ready, huh? Juniper, people are going to wonder why everybody wants to talk to you when this is done. You realize that with me being you without my consent, I'm going to be walking around and volunteering for all sorts of jobs now. Ooh, exciting. Wait, I've got another question. If I'm her body, did our voices also change? Because if that's the case, I've noticed that my character hasn't talked very much. It's like, before you moved to town, I was the only person who was interested in... It's like, it's been really fun collaborating with you on this. It's been so nice having a project with you. Let's not get too mushy. Oh, I'm going to be absolutely mushy.
No, come on, man.
Oh, I mean, hey, she wanted me to do her job for her. I'm going to do it. And she's going to wonder why she was suddenly so affectionate to the entire town. Why she's now suddenly signing up for Ulrich's fan club. Oh, well, thanks, Juniper. It means a lot to hear you say that. I'll let you know how the new formula works out. What is she doing with my body now that she's wearing it? Oh, I don't want to hear that. No. Say hi to Dozy for me. No, I'm going to be like, Celine, before I go in Juniper's body, and be like, by the way, Celine, don't tell this to anyone. Or you can tell this to Adeline and everybody. I was always jealous of your beauty. Walk out. Juniper, I was just about to go for a stroll. Care to join me? Making the delivery rounds. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. There's something nearly magical about your skin serums. English. Much better than anything I could have used in the capital. And I do so appreciate the home deliveries. So thoughtful.
You wake up tomorrow and use the magazine to Teen Vogue.
Celine was thinking about you, Ycey. Wait, Jen, is that what she meant? I'm trying to remember exactly what she said. Okay. Juniper tricked you again. What is she doing with my body now that she's wearing it? Abby, that is a valid question. My body is still at her house. No one... Wait a minute. If my body is still at her house, and she left, technically she left, Dozy chose to be with me again. Dozy getting along all right? And how's that new friend of yours, Ycey? Ycey is a real saint, or Ycey is a clown? Ycey is a real saint.
He's a clown.
Oh, Ycey is a real saint. Don't tell anybody this, but... what I wouldn't give to just take that man's body and wear it for myself one night. I mean, not that I would ever do something like that. Not like you haven't doing that right now without asking. Well now, I'm glad you finally started being a little more honest with yourself. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Elsie,
so many questions.
Elsie just said, I'm glad you finally started being a little more honest with herself. She suspects that Juniper has always liked...
This is a real novela, man. This is a real novela.
This is a telenovela in the making. This is an Indian sitcom. This is, or not a sitcom, this is a drama. This is a K-drama in the making, but with Americans. But with white folk. Take it from me and treasure those who choose to spend time with you, Juniper. We all appreciate your company, that's for sure. I won't keep you. I know we both have places to be. Let's catch up later this week. Of course. What in the Freaky Friday? It is Freaky Friday. No fortune cookies involved, though. Why are you playing with my pant legs? Well, how did it go? Everyone had such nice things to say about you. Why is that a surprise? Why is that a surprise? That blush. In any case, thank you for your help. Come on, Dozy, let's go. Don't let it go to your head, though. Was that a blush?
Yes, it is.
She was wearing my body and now she's... I'm not gonna even contemplate that. Sire, the maniacal gets I'm sure they killed her, too. Is Hayden still? Yep, he's here. You know what? I will deliver this one last gift to Hayden, because... Where is it? Where is it? There you are. There we go. Well, ain't that something? I love it, Ycey. I may fall asleep outside my house, but I gave him his birthday gift. Avenge me! I will fall outside. I will fall asleep. Avenge me!
Juniper was like, oh, I can.
No! Betty, no! Wake up! Wake up, fool! For the love of humanity, wake up!
Wake up! Interstellar, you know,
Exactly.
Matthew McConaughey behind the Tesseract.
Wake up! For the love of God, wake up!
Wake up! Wake up! Oh gosh, no, please don't! Oh no! Like the freaking Michael Scott. Oh no, please don't!
Yeah, wait, no! You know what's ironic? I think that might have actually been... Let's see, what day is it today? What day is it in-game?
Today it is a Monday.
I said in-game. Oh, it's a Tuesday. Never mind. I was about to say, I thought it was actually a Friday for a second. I'm like, wait, this probably was a Freaky Friday.
That would be so funny if they did that.
Animal Festival. Well, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining us today and joining Thor in Game 2. I'm gonna go tell everybody all about my dog. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me today. This was Fields of Mistria. My name is Helix. This is Enzo. And while we've still got Enzo with us, we're going to be doing a lot more fun gaming and other streams. Tomorrow's just going to be a casual relaxation stream, so feel free to bring your questions, links, and talk about anything. It's going to be a nice little relaxing stream tomorrow. But anywho...
Oh, so keep your questions PG.
Shakes him. Wake up! Wake up! Let me in! Let me in! Thank you for joining me, ladies and gents. My name is Helix, and this was Fields of Mistria, and I bid you adieu. Goodbye!
Bye, chat!